Hello, 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 everyone. This is Kathy, and I'm here with part 2 of creating my spooky Halloween book made from a 45 record album. And last episode, or part 1, I worked on the cover. I think it's getting a little too dark, so I am going to change out the frame that I was using. I added a little piece of cheesecloth, and these are the inside pieces that we'll be decorating later. But to start, I want to use a different window, and I think I'm going to use this window, and I wanted this to kind of go across it. And I also added to it a bit, I don't know if you can see it, a little bit of shattered glass. This is a transparency from Tim Holtz, but you can take a piece of acetate and just cut a hole in it. So I'm going to be using that, but not right now. First thing I want to do, because I know I'm going to be using this little boy, and I'm going to put some bat wings on him. So I am going to work on him first. So I'm going to take a sheet of Teflon material here, and I'm going to add some embossing ink to him. What I want to do is give him a rather kind of ghostly look. I don't know if this is coming out. In case it isn't, I'm going to use this embossing brush or pen. Let me try this one. I see that it did come out a little bit of the dauber. I think it just needed to get going there. Okay, so I'm going to take that, and I'm going to add some of this frosted crystal, and it's translucent embossing powder, and it creates a kind of frosted image. So I'm just going to pour this all over. And let's find him in there. Just like that. Let's put our embossing powder back. What happened is I left some embossing ink on there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my heat gun and emboss this, and I'll be right back. And I don't think you can see it off camera, but it gives it a very kind of sandy look, a little frosted look. I'm going to set him aside. Now I'm going to take his bat wings. I'm going to add some more embossing ink. And I'm going to add some, this is purple embossing glaze. And it'll give it just a slight purple tinge to his bat wings. Okay. And I'm going to heat this up. Be right back. Okay, looks good. And actually I'm going to try this once again because I think what I did is when I put this on with the dauber, I didn't put enough. So let's try it again. I usually use a piece of paper for this instead of this Teflon so that it saves the embossing powder a little better. And one more time. Okay, that is much better. Next, on the moon that's going to be in the picture, I'm going to add some sparkle. And this is texture paste. And I'm going to put this on with my finger. And I'm also going to dry that. Alrighty. Now, bring this back, and what I think I'm going to do is, normally you'd put the moon on the outside. I'm actually going to put the moon on the inside, behind the little boy. So let me first glue on his wings. I love the expression on his face. What's happening to me? I'm turning into a bat. Oh, I ripped off his wing. It's hard to stick it to this this embossed this embossed covering, because embossing is actually plastic beads that melt. Let me dry my fingers. That might help. Okay. So I want him like this, and I want him at the window. Like that. I want to have it go here, here, here. There goes his wing again. I'm going to be cutting it off anyway, but I think what I'm going to have to use is double-sided tape for this. And I'm going to have to use it all the way around anyway to put it down. Try to put one little piece across. Okay, so first we're going to take off I love working on Halloween books and such, because there's so many pieces of ephemera, you know, that we're not used to working with, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off. Cut his feet off. Now the moon. I guess I really didn't need that. Those texture pastes on the moon. I want it slightly behind him, like that. So you don't know if the moon is risen inside his house. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, let's bring the cover back. That came off again. Just wanted the tip of it to show. Huh. You can't see it, but barely. Giving me a lot of trouble just not to even be able to be seen. Okay. And let's put this right in here. Add some wet glue to the adhesive. And we're going to set that right in there. Yeah, I like that much better than the other. Even though I like the arch of the other window, I needed something lighter. So I also want to add some bats coming out of the cracked glass. So let's cut this a little bit. That's good. Even the bats are trying to escape. And perhaps some coming out of this window, bottom part. Okay, and some little ones. And another one over here. Okay, I like that. Now, I want this by the light of the moon. I wonder if I need any more of this. Perhaps to balance it a bit. You have to kind of play with this because you can get so many different types of looks from it. You know, that almost looks like a spider web. I want to figure out where to put this. I think I will put it right up there. Okay. Is that too much? I wish I could hear you all. Tell me when to stop. I just love the way that looks so much. I think that's too much. Okay, let's see. Wonder what happens if I put embossing powder on here. That doesn't even look like it's going on. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to take some of this and some of this. I'm going to have to dump it this way. Okay. Well, I was able to save some of it. Whoops. Let's see what happens. And I'll be right back. Okie doke. I don't think you can tell. It gives it a more matte finish rather than that glossy finish with a slight sparkle. So I'm wondering if I take a little more cheesecloth and put that down here. Put my numbers on there. No. Just tell me no. Okay, well, I believe that we're done with the cover. And next, we'll be working on the inside cover and the pages. And with the pages, I'm not going to make a tunnel book, but I am going to make use of the holes in the center. So we'll see what happens. I'll be using some transparencies as well. And we'll see what we can do. Thank you for tuning in to part 2 of my spooky Halloween book. And I hope I see you the next time. Take care. Bye.